So hello, good day everyone. I'm going to discuss and explain to you the theory and philosophy of police service. Can we start it here? At the PNP seal meaning and symbolism. The first one is the Lapu-Lapu hero. So we all know that Lapu-Lapu is brave man, a brave hero. Yes, during the time he was in his leadership. So Lapu-Lapu hero is the symbol of leadership and the courage, especially the people-based community, depends on what he did during the time. So next is the laurel. So green laurel there is with have a 14 leaves, which symbolizes the 14 regional commands. Yes, the 14 regional commands. Also a symbol of honor, dignity, and privilege being in an noble organization such as in a current it is PNP, the other is army, but we will focus on the PNP. Next, the shield. Shield there is in the Philippines during the Philippine Constabulary, which the first national police by virtue of Act number 175. The next is the Medal of Valor, which means the highest honor. It is literally a medal. Yes, in the service of the Republic. These 3 stars, which symbolizes the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Yes, in the Philippines we have the 3, and especially the 1,700 I think plus islands. For now, it is 1,700 plus islands. It is means that there is a territorial integrity, which there's an enforced delimitation with professionalism, skill and dedication, and etc. The sun, yes, it symbolizes the flowering, maturing, and ultimate realization of the rules evolution of the PCINP into a national police organization, which is it means that in an organization now in the PNP, they have to be in national in scope and civilian in character, which means it's like everywhere in the Philippines. Yes, being a police in national in the Philippines, which means they have everywhere. Even if example, I am in Bayugan City, I live in Bayugan, but then I have a vacation in Manila din, but literally I can be a police everywhere in the Philippines, which is can be a civilian in character. Next, the PNP badge meaning and symbolism. The Philippine monkey eating eagle, the national bird, which means is the symbol of sweetness, ferocity, power, courage, and immorality. The PNP shield, which symbolizes or literally a protection. We can be protected. Yes, all the citizens. Next is the 3 stars. Yeah, another thing. Again, this stands for Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. 8 sun rays, which means these represent the 8 provinces whose ideals of courage, gallantry, patriotism led to the revolt against the Spain. And then the Lapu-Lapu, yes, the bravery of the Philippine National Police. The service, honor, justice, which service is literally a service where you will give to the people. Actually, it's an actions or deeds, yes, to the needs of the people. Honor could be the overriding, yes, as a future police officer, then it is an honor like that. You feel you're born entrusted to you. It is an honor to do your duties and responsibilities as a police officer. And justice is, yes, justice. Nowadays, justice had been not given to the one who deserved, but then in PNP kasi sorry, in PNP there's justice. Everyone have to be treated fair, whatever is due to him, without favoritism or discrimination. Next is the laurel leaves. Again, competency, brilliance, and honor. In each, it is come from each and every member, PNP member, the Philippine National Police, which means that this stands for identity of solidarity. Solidarity means it is a unity within an organization that service. There is a service for the people, for the standards, for the help of many people. Next, the philosophy of the Philippine service is again the service, honor, justice. And next is the PNP core values, which is there are 4. Di makajos, pro-God, number 2, makabayan, pro-country, makatao, pro-people, makakalikasan, pro-environment. So it was all, the PNP core values, it was all positive. Next, the PNP vision is imploring the aid of the Almighty. By 2030, we shall be a highly capable, effective, and credible police service, working in partnership with a responsive community towards the attainment of a safer place to live, work, and do business. So they have their current PNP vision, yes. The next is the PNP mission. Literally, the PNP shall enforce the law, prevent and control crimes, maintain peace and order, and ensure safety and internal, not just internal, but yes, internal within the Philippines, with active support of the community. Next, the organizational structure of the PNP. So, the PNP has a line and staff organization, which in the PNP support units is the administrative units, and they have 2 administrative units and operational units. Yes, it is headed by a director with the rank of chief superintendent. Next, the fundamental purpose of police service. So there are 3 major crimes, offense against public morals, those related to maintenance of peace and order. So in major crimes, we have the homicide, or murder, rape, robbery, kidnapping, and other heinous crimes. The crimes that over crimes, literally, yes, over crimes that leads to death of the victim, like that. The second one is the offense against public morals. Yes, even without the constitution law about that, but it is morally an offense, like such as vices, gambling, especially the prohibited drugs and others. The third one is, which is those related to maintenance of peace and order. This is one of the nice example is the illegal possession of firearms, the vagrancy, trespassing, assaults, and etc. and others. The police activities we can know. The police activities they have with the PNP especially. Then the first one is the prevention of criminality. Police activities mainly was to prevent criminals, for the criminals to not to do such an criminal act. And number 2, repression of crime. repression here, crime here is like, in police activities, it is a kind of discipline, yes, and like a inhibition that to some, that it's like, to do criminal acts is you will regret, like that, so they can learn, so they, for us, for us, especially the community, to prevent the criminality. So 3, apprehending of offenders. The apprehending of offenders here is the arrest, the search of the criminal, or the accused, or the offenders. Number 4 is the recovery of property. Recovery of property, which can be stolen, so they can recover, which is stolen, and others. 5, regulation of non-criminal conduct. No, it is not just criminal can be regulated in a PNP, police activities, which is also the regulations of non-criminal conduct in the community, in the people in the community, in the society. Yes, their conduct, their behavior, their attitude towards the community. Number 6 is a performance of related miscellaneous service. So in police activities, they have their services which miscellaneous, like I think miscellaneous is all about financial, but then yes, service, they have their performance related miscellaneous. I'm so sorry for correct me if I am wrong for some explanation I had. I think related miscellaneous service is like heterogeneous, like that services. Next is the fundamental theories of police service. So we have 2. So the first one is the home rule theory, which in this theory, which is the police serves as the servants of the community, and they have the decentralized government, such as the Philippines. I think Philippines is one. Philippines is one, the country, have decentralized government. And number 2, continental theory, which means there is the police serves as the servants of the higher authority and a centralized government, which means only in the higher authority, the king, the queen can use police as a servant for them. And a centralized government, which means as I said, the king and queen, that are ruled by king and queen country. Then next is the concept of police service, which is we have 2, the old and modern concept. Then in the old, the yardstick or measurement of police efficiency were more number of arrests. It's like for them to be effective, it's like this: the less the crime or the absence of crime, the more effective they was before, in the old concept. Then the number 2 is the modern concept, which is the yardstick or measurement of police efficiency is the absence of crime. So in modern, the current, yes, we can say the measurement of police efficiency is the absence of crime, which means, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I have explained it wrong. The old concept, it's like the more number of arrests, the more efficiency their police service was before. The number 2, the modern concept, efficiency, absence of crime, which means the less the crime or the absence of crime, their service was more effective, like that. Next is the nature of a policeman. So here it is. If you were a policeman, a policewoman, a police officer, then you bear in mind that you have to have a mind of a lawyer. You can defend your when something need to defend, then in a right way, positive way. Then the soul of clergyman, the heart of a social worker. Yes, you put in your mind that when you serve, you have to be like a social worker heart. You see the social good. Yes, like that. Discipline of an army sergeant. Yes, because we all know that an army sergeant is a disciplined one. And integrity of a saint for the good. Next is the basic police mission was the preserving order by enforcing rules of conduct or laws. Yeah, this was to preserve, not just to enforce laws, but also to enforce the rules of conduct for each and every one. Next, the police organizational unit, we have the functional units. Under functional units is the bureau, division, section unit. So in functional units, it is where they work really, they execute the work. The functional units. Yes, the next is the line units, which is in line units is literally a line from the word itself, line. In these units, it is directly interact with the people. Next is the geographic or the territorial units. So under these units is the post, which is assigned for duty, such as patrol, traffic, route designated for patrol purposes. They are designed for patrol. Beat is assigned for patrol purposes. Their difference, the route and beat is, route is a place designated, wherein beat is assigned for patrol purposes. Then sector contains 2 or more beats, routes, or posts. District, subdivision of a city for patrol purposes. District is different with route. They have their own with its own stations, no? Then next is area, which is the territorial division of a large city. The district and area is, their difference is that district is just subdivision of a city, then wherein territorial, there is territorial, which with a large city. So the types of organizational design is the line structure, all this simplest. The line under of this is the uniform patrol, investigation, traffic. Line and staff function, add internal support functions, which is the support and the administrative. Functional structure is the line authority structure of a organization can be modified. Is it functional? They are the line authority. Yes, need the authority of from the higher until up to the lower. Then next is the principle of police organization, which is the span of control, delegation of authority, responsibility and accountability, delegation, unity of command, chain of command. So here it is, the span of control. It's like they have a control within the organization. The delegation of authority, it's like they will give some authority to others so they can do this such task. If some can't, then authority, which is in authority they have the to direct to give such tasks or works, which in the authority it is from the higher ranks. Responsibility and accountability, which is responsibility, it is your duty to do the task given to you as a police officer. Yes, it's literally you have to do. And accountability is, it's like your your attitude towards your responsibility. It's like that. Delegation is yes, the other works task can be given to you. If you are from the lower, then the from the higher will give it to you. Then unity of government, it's like you have to be united when it comes to command. It's like only the boss will give the command. Then the chain of command is like, yeah, from the word itself, chain. It can't be broken. The command can be broken. Traditional theories, organizational theories, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, budgeting. Next is the bureaucratic management by Max Weber. Is the hierarchy, division of labor, rational rules, record, the rights associated with person, mirror maintenance of a personal relationship. Next is the administrative theory by Henry Payola. Includes the division of work, specialization, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of direction, subordination of individual interest, general interest, remuneration of personnel, centralization, scalar chain. Next is order, equity, stability of tenure personnel, initiative, spirit, the corps. Open systems theories, which is in an open itself, word itself, it is flexible, adaptive, and organic, which is in Maslow's need hierarchy from lower to higher. That is physiological or basic needs, safety needs, belongingness and love needs, esteem needs, self-actualization needs. Yeah, that was the need Maslow have. Herberg's motivation hygiene theory. Yes, that was on the example, as you can see, you can read. Next, the contingency theory. Contingency, it recognizes the internal, external, environmental variables. Yes, ineffective. Not in one situation, but not in others. Then in theory, this includes job security for workers, participatory decision making, group responsibility, teamwork, and informal controls, increase the quality of products and services. So MacGregor's theory X and Y assumptions, here it is. The theory X is the negative theory, and the theory Y is the positive. Oh, as you can see, it inherently dislikes they really dislikes the works. As a police there, they try to avoid this responsibility. They are coerced, controlled, directed, and threatened. And they prefer to be directed. Once to avoid responsibility, they want it's like they want the security from the above, like that. And the theory why it is the positive one, the work, whether physical or mental, it is like wholeheartedly they do their police services as a police officer there in the theory Y. Not only to accept, but to seek responsibility. Next is the new paradigms of administration. Correct me if I'm wrong po about the pronunciation. The new paradigms of administration. We have the two. The Chow theory, when too much happens too fast. It's like things seems out of control. The organizations not only possible, but it's like that. The quantum theory, yes, it's an energy field, and focus should not only be done on what exists, but also on what the possibilities are for the future. It's like that. Possibilities is they see in the like the positive. They have their mind in the future. Police function, we have the two: line functions, staff functions. And in line is the police operation, police mission patrol, pollution, investigation, and many more. Staff function is the support the life function. It can be directly or indirectly, such as under planning, the auxiliary or support services. Under staff function din, the administrative services